Hello, everyone. Sorry, here, the Mystic Seeker. I hope everyone's having a great day, or evening, or morning, or whatever it is, wherever you are. Today's going to be a little bit different. Today, I wanted to talk about spells and prayers and what the differences are and what the similarities are, because I keep hearing all this negative talk about casting spells versus saying prayers. And even though in the pagan religions they may be offering up their spell to a different deity of some sort, whether it be Gaia or one of their um, deities. Um, Hello, Azonia, Isabel, and Del. Hello. Um, just wanted to make clear that essentially prayers and spells are the same thing. It's intent, it is asking for assistance, it is, let's see, you want something to happen and therefore you are thinking with intent. So, in that sense, it's very much like a prayer. And, um, you can have good and bad. Um, oh, Guadalupe, okay. You can have good and bad prayers just like you can have good and bad spells. I can't think of anybody that didn't have a revenge prayer. I hope that child molester burns in hell. You know, uh, Same with spells. There's going to be black magic. Not all pagan religions are black magic. Not all Wiccans are practicing black magic. So it really does behoove us to educate ourselves exactly what is and what isn't what is, right? That may be a little confusing for even me, but really it's an intention. It's setting forth energy out for a some kind of uh, action or energetic intention. So, um, of course, there's going to be good and bad in both. Bad prayers, bad spells, good prayers, and good spells. So, I think a lot of it has to do with the romanticizing of the evil in Hollywood and in some books that just really didn't know what the hell they were talking about and just wanted to make it seem more evil or more foreboding, or that we don't want people to understand that they're pretty much the same, because one's to God or source or the angels, which is deities, and the other is I don't even know who the Wiccans, the pagans, who their main deity is. Is it God? Is it source? Is it Gaia? Is it a goddess? A god? Um, all would be ascended masters of some sort. So I don't get the big conflict. Of course, you'll get lots of people saying that they have nothing in common. They are completely different aspects of good and evil. And that's just not the case. I know of a lot of pagans who would never think or intend to hurt anyone. And that goes basically for the people that are religious and have a hard time grasping love, forgiveness, and compassion while bad mouthing the pagans, witches, Wiccans, all that stuff. So I just wanted to, because I keep hearing stuff about this, and I'm like, okay, 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 I'll bring it up. So now I'm bringing it up. Also, if you aren't fully aware that Christmas and Easter are also pagan high holy days, and the Christian church has made them into a Christ related holiday to because before there was Christianity, there was paganism. That was the main religion. And so if you look it up, it's very widely known. It's not a secret, but people choose to believe in what they choose to believe in. And some people say, well, Easter, it's not all about bunnies and Easter eggs and stuff like that. Chocolate Easter eggs and bunnies, certainly not. But when you think of fertility, which is Easter is the goddess of fertility, bunny rabbits are the most fertile things on the planet, and eggs is the symbol of creation. So um, these also are facts that are known, but you won't find the church, the Christian church, talking about these things. Um, yeah. So um, you know, I would beseech you to educate yourselves about the high holy days in the Christian tradition. Um, the only thing that Easter has to do with Christ is that uh, he actually did ride into town on a donkey, and it was during Passover. That's the only connection. Other than that, Passover was happening long before Christ was there, and uh, Christmas has nothing to do with Christ, the birth of Christ. That was just a way, because in a lot of places, winter seemed to be the most depressing, um, sad time of year. So they thought, let's bring some joy, let's bring some kind of celebration, let's make it into something that's more pleasing to the new religion, which is Christianity, because the pagans had already had Samhain in place. um, so all this stuff is out there. Just go research it, learn about it, and know where your holidays are coming from, and what they mean and what they don't mean, because Jesus will be the first one to tell you. It's got nothing to do with me. So um, a lot of interesting videos on YouTube about the subject also, so be sure to check those out when you can. And this is not to burst anyone's bubble about Christianity. Christianity is a good faith to have. If that is what gives you hope and gives you guidance in your life, then that is fabulous. If it's not, and you're Muslim or pagan or whatever else, those things, it all talks about, it's all about resonance. If those things feel good to you in your heart and your spirit, then that belongs to you, that is meant for you. So what anybody else has to say about it is irrelevant. Clearly not me. I mean, I may be telling you these things, but it doesn't mean I don't want you to be a Christian at all. That's not it. That's not my message. It's just I wanted to come in here and tell you the difference between spells and prayers, which are basically the same thing. They're just a different name. It's all about the language. It's a different name for the same thing in a different context. That's all. That's all it is. So and also the Christianity and the pagan stuff also is researchable. Um, you have to look at both sides. I always say if you're going to research something, you look at both sides: the fanatical side, the educated side, the religious side. Um, all sides. as much as you can, and come away with your own feeling about it. How does that sit with your soul? How does it feel in your body? Does it make you pull back, or does it make you want to learn more? Does it pull you forward? Does it make you feel good? Those kinds of things you need to look for when when you're talking about faith and belief systems and all that good stuff, because it can be good stuff. It all depends on you, you know, because there's plenty of cults out there. let's let's just get that out of the way. Plenty of cults to join, but if they're you have to use your common sense. If they are at the front gate with machine guns and sex is the main component, and one man is claiming to be Christ, there is no one man going to claim to be actually Jesus Christ. He can be an ascended master, he can be an avatar, he can be a Maharishi or a guru or whatever, a ascended teacher or whatever, but he can't be Jesus Christ. There's only one Jesus Christ, and he is doing his thing in spirit. Well, he's also on earth too, but he's doing his thing just like the rest of us. So, and my computer's screaming. I don't know why it's doing that. I think it's a fan, maybe. But anyway, all right. So now Eric's putting my soapbox away, and I can start taking a list for cards. So who wants a card? And I have my angel cards and my dragon cards and my supplemental cards. Right. Okay. Did you want dragon or angel? I pick. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna go with dragon. Okay, shuffle. Message for Guadalupe. Okay. I'm also gonna pull an old school card here. Feeling drawn to do that too. Message for Okay, let's see where this goes. Okay, so you got Silver Lunar Dragon. Okay. Bathed you in divine feminine light. Come into balance and practice peace, harmony, cooperation. Expand your casual chakra. And then for the old school cards, I got self worth and unconditional love. Okay. Um, does feel like it feels more like a struggle, like a little battle going on between your masculine and feminine sides. It's like they don't want to play well together. It's like one has to be up front and the other one has to be in the back. They can't both work as a team for some reason. And I think this silver lunar dragon is going to help with easing of that energy to bring the balance together, to help them to integrate as a team and not separate entities. It does feel like also there may be some self worth issues about yourself. Um, uh, I think that it's getting it feels like it's getting lost in the struggle of the feminine and masculine imbalance, and in that struggle, you're feeling a little less of your worth. But then you have this unconditional love card, which we know is probably Mother Mary. Yes, definitely Mother Mary. Mm. Um, I can see her uh, wrapping her arms around you so that you can feel her unconditional love and know your self worth. It feels like she's working with this silver dragon. So call on the silver dragon and Mother Mary to help you with this imbalance of the feminine and the masculine energies. Um, it will. It does feel like it will uh, not take long for this to happen. You just call on them out loud. Say, Mother Mary, Silver Dragon, I need your unconditional love and support at this time to help me balance out my feminine and masculine energies so I'm at peace and in harmony with my own energies. Simple as that. It doesn't have to be a big elaborate thing, you know. Just talk to them like you would talk to your grandmother or a friend. That's what I do. I just talk to them like they're on the couch having coffee or something. Not that they don't like the what you call more religious approach. It's just they're not really into it per se. Uh, feel it. Um, it needs to come more from the heart and the spirit than the dogma. So you're welcome, Guadalupe. Somebody else want a card? Oh, neck has been stiff all day. Okay. Also, Eric's mom, Elisa Medhus, is um, trying to get a reality show uh, put together. There is producers looking, um, working with her, looking at what she has to offer as far as Eric's work. Um, and they need more people to like the page, and there will be um, requests of people that could benefit from Eric's work probably in the future, but right now it's just trying to get the ball rolling. So a lot of likes will help because then the more likes there are, the more people she'll reach with the new information and the reality show and everything. So if you go to YouTube, Channeling Eric, you can subscribe there. If you go to Facebook, Channeling Eric, also there is a regular page and a blog page, Channeling Eric, everywhere, Facebook and YouTube. I think it's every Tuesday they do an hour of enlightenment. It's a radio show where you can actually call in, and she's actually in Texas, so a lot of people in the states you can call in. I've yet to figure out exactly how that works. I've been wanting to do that myself, but I think it's probably during a time that I'm going to be asleep, so I have to be especially awake for that. So, but you never know, it could happen. So, and I know she has events at her house occasionally, so you'll be getting notifications about that. Or you can go to her house and they have a speaker or mediums there that will help channel messages from Eric and that kind of thing. So, should be a good thing. I think I'm hoping that it will be a good thing. I sometimes I wonder if she realizes how much she's biting off here with the reality TV show, but it is Eric's work, so his purpose, his mission. So she's just kind of the conduit or channel for that and facilitator. So I do hope that it comes about. I do hope that reaches the masses with it, and hopefully that'll be the ultimate goal to help out those in need with healing messages and healings, period. So, all right. So, Dell, did you want a card? I don't know if my computer's going to be able to hold this space now. Yeah, it is exciting. I'm really excited for Eric. The other day she was asking if anybody has any ideas on how to do something. I'm like, you know, I'd say if it were me, I'd probably be asking my team of mediums to ask Eric what needs to happen next. You know, that kind of thing. Because I get it. She wants to keep us involved, but ultimately, it's his mission. It's his work. She's facilitating, so why not get his opinion in on it? So hopefully that will happen sooner rather than later. But we'll see. Okay, well, I think I might have to end this short. I might come back on later tonight. Because I wasn't thinking when I posted this. Usually I do my YouTubes at 8 o'clock my time in the evening, and for some reason I posted it for 1. I don't know why. But anyway, so I'll be doing it again, I guess, tonight. If I feel drawn to. If not, then, you know, I won't. But, all right. Well, Dell, are you there? Are you asleep? Okay, well, I might well just end this then. Today, no. I've been trying to minimize my lives. So this week I'll be on YouTube, and then next week I'll be on Facebook, and the next following week I'll be on Facebook. So it's YouTube, Facebook, YouTube, Facebook. And then on Fridays I'll be Leadership of Light every Friday. So, okay. I have been getting some inklings that I'm going to be doing something different with my lives. It hasn't come in fully yet, and I may be doing, I don't know if they're mini lives or classes, or I'm not sure what they are yet, but it's leading me down a different path as far as my work. So you'll either be seeing more of me, or yeah, you'll be seeing more of me. Oh, Dell, you're working, huh? Okay. Okay. Uh, Guadalupe. It's hard to say Guadalupe when I see Zonia Isabel. It's like, what? Okay, I'm gonna pull for Dell real quick because she's working. Okay, message for Dell. Okay, blue galactic, dark blue galactic dragon. Woohoo! Look, he's got a bag full of magic or something going on there. That looks fun. Says helps you listen to the voice of the universe. Ignite the codes of your master blueprint. Access cosmic wisdom and enter higher service. Well, that's crazy good. Let's get a old school card. Go with that. See where this is gonna go. I'm thinking service of some sort. Okay, is there another one? Okay. All right. So Dell, dark blue galactic dragon. Uh, it does feel like you're opening up more. It may not feel like it because you probably have been feeling like the rest of us. We're feeling kind of icky, uh, headaches, sleeplessness, or too much sleep, eating, not eating, feeling like you're coming down with something, but it never actually materializes into much. Just feels like PMS with a cold, you know, that kind of thing. Um, and then I got generosity and gentleness. So it does say to access your cosmic wisdom and enter higher service. So I'm thinking that there may be something coming up for you that is along those lines of higher service. You'll be shown generosity, and you will also be giving generosity. And it also feels like you need to be more gentle with yourself. Be sure to take care of yourself. Um, eat better, drink more water, um, less carbs, not as much fat, or at least healthier fats. Um, because typically the American diet is high fat, high carb, and that is a bad mixture, especially when the carbs are so processed and the fats are so overly processed that the body just has nothing to do but inflame. And so I feel like this gentleness is diet related. It feels like there may be times that you're not so gentle with yourself and you just feel like you're on co-pilot. You're just kind of going here and here and you're just not really connecting to anything. But this is going to, you need to call on your dark blue galactic dragon because it will help you with that. It will help you get a focus, get a grasp on things, and navigate you through it so you get to your higher service. Okay, throat chakra's going on me now. Whew. Okay. Okay, Del, I hope that resonated with you. Guadalupe, does that mean you want another card? Did you want angel cards this time or you want dragon cards? Not sure who's still in here. Angel. Okay, I thought so. What's coming up for Guadalupe? You're welcome, Dell. Okay, universe, send me a new computer. Alright. Okay, what's coming up for Guadalupe? Look. Maybe I should have just did the answer cards for this, but we'll go with it and see where it takes us. Message for Guadalupe. What's coming up for Guadalupe? Can I get another card for Guadalupe, please? Oh, okay. This is a bunch of weird stuff. Okay. I'm going to go with the angel answer cards on this. I got success, and I got trust. And then for the crystal cards, I got sensitive emotions and multifaceted. Okay. Um, let's see where this takes us. I don't know, there may be a direct answer as far as the success goes. Is that something you were thinking about? Because these cards just really don't make sense to me as they stand. Trust, success is happening. Um, pull one of these too. See where this is going. Eric, what's going on here? What's coming up for her? And I got Malachite Evolution, which would go with the trust and the success. This trust It does feel like you need to trust more. And when good things happen to you, I almost feel like you don't trust it so much. It feels like you almost want to question it, or you're waiting for the other foot to drop or something like that. It's just, it doesn't feel like you're fully invested in it. Uh, but that is going to change. Again, take care of yourself. Eat right, drink water, not coffee, not tea, water, 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 water. Um, evolution. Uh oh, hang on, it's raining really hard and I got the back door open. Be right back. Okay, sorry about that. All right, so trust, evolution, trust. Yeah, though I feel those work together better than the other ones because it feels like um, the multifaceted is there are many layers of dimensions to the situation or person you're asking about. Sensitive emotions is times of a heightened emotions and sensitivity call for extra self care and gentleness. And I feel like you're already, those cards are probably meaningful for you, but it doesn't feel like I need to elaborate on that. The trust and the success and the evolution are really the ones that are catching my attention. So, just trying to get a grasp on what it is. Pick another one. Let's see. Green. Do you have a special? Oh, thank you. Do you have a special affinity towards green crystals or the color green? Because I pulled two old school cards. One's Malachi and one is Moldavite, which is appearances. I do feel like you will be coming into some success, and I do feel like it will be on different levels of financially, physically, spiritually, emotionally. That's where these other two cards are coming from. I feel like those are being processed. Let's put it that way. The process of those becoming a success as far as those things are working out. They're working themselves out. It does feel like, uh, and when you do have these successes, trust that you are worthy of those, that you are deserving of those, or they would not be there. Period. Clearly, you would not. Any successes that you get is divine. It's all divine timing, it's all divinely given, whether you manifest it or not, because we know that Spirit will not give us what we want, but we will get what we need when we need it, not when we want it or how we want it. It's when they want, when they know we need it. So trust in the little and the big successes that come to you. Hey, Victoria. And just know that those things are given to you for a reason. They're not just flippant about that, okay? So just know that you're getting those things because you are deserving of them. You earned them, okay? So be sure to trust the little and the big successes in your life, okay? I am fine, Victoria. How are you? Yes, you do deserve them. But you have to trust because if you start to doubt that you deserve them or you earn them, then that's going to shut the gates to anything else coming in. You're going to shut it all out. So just, you know, let it flow. Just be thankful, be grateful. Think, I did it. I really did it. This is because I worked at it. This is because I asked for it. This is because it's meant for me, you know. Don't say, "Oh, I don't really deserve this," because you're going to shut down everything good that's coming to you. So don't do that. Stop that. Okay. All right. Victoria, did you want a card? I have angel cards and dragon cards today. Any messages from your guides? Well, first thing I saw was I don't see them doing this very often. Uh, Walking around going like this, like they're waiting for something. And I'm just like, okay, what is that? What is that? Why are you waiting? And it feels like perhaps they're waiting for some kind of a decision. I'm gonna do the old school cards for you. These they're usually, to confirm or affirm my readings, but I'm gonna see what they have to say. So, messages from spirit guides for Victoria. What's the message? It feels like they are waiting for you to do something, whether it's are you waiting to be asked to do something? Okay, the card I got here is fulfillment. So the one word that I got was manifesting. They may be wanting or waiting for you to manifest something for yourself. Other than that, they seemed pretty uh, content with how you are doing. Um, they know things have been, what's a good word? chaotic. Hold on a card. Okay. Sugar light, openness. Okay, what they're making me feel like is that you're not speaking your truth. You're not expressing yourself like you perhaps need to in this situation. Um, they do feel like they're waiting for you to bring them in on something, some kind of a manifestation of something that you want. You have been thinking about it, but you haven't really put it out there as far as officially. And it feels like maybe you keep changing the details of it. But it does feel like there is something that's going to lead you to fulfillment also. Uh, then I got this card, self expression. They do say they're working with your dream state, and occasionally I think it feels like you have some really bizarre dreams that you may not understand, and therefore you may be a little afraid of those. Uh, but know that you're protected and you're supported, and there's nothing uh, that can get to you without going through them first, um, because that is not meant for you to act. It's not meant for those things to be actualized at this time. But I do feel the manifesting, is going to lead. I don't know if it's a retreat or something that what would fulfill you. Um, but I do see that the openness and self-expression are important here, not only to your physical world, but to your spirit team also. Because even though they know what we're thinking, feeling, what we're going to think and feel, they like to be asked. They want to be brought in officially. So just ask them in. Say, this is what I would like to achieve. Uh, and then write it down or speak it to them. Put your put your order into the universe, like you're ordering a meal. If you want your steak medium rare, order it medium rare. If you want your vegetables steamed and not in butter, fried, or whatever, that kind of thing. Those kind of details. I want so much money. This is what I want it for. This is what I plan to spend it on. Or this is what I want to do or to happen or whatever it is. But it does feel like these cards are all related, they're all connected. So, openness, self expression will lead to fulfillment, but you need to bring your team in on board to the manifesting that you're wanting to do. Okay? Does that resonate with you at all there, Victoria? Oh, okay, good. I wasn't so sure about it because the communication between me and Spirit today has been kind of you know, the best way I can put it. Yeah, I'm sure he does. Uh, but I like to be able to give more details. You know what I mean? Not because I want to know them, but because um, I feel it's important for the sitter to understand or know that I have connected to them specifically. Hey, Kelly. Good morning. Oh, good. Good. Yes. Awesome. Awesome. Okay. Dell, where does Eric see my relationship going? Eric. Um, two things he said was it's going to take a lot of work and it's going to take a lot of trust. And if you keep those things in mind, it makes me feel like it will be for a while, a couple of years, but it doesn't feel like it's going to be the end all relationship. Um, uh, there's still a lot of growth that needs to happen. And yes, you guys can do that together as long as you are both on the same page. But eventually, if you're not on the same page, eventually you will split because one cannot grow and the other stay at the same level and make that relationship work. It just becomes toxic at that point. So that's where that's going. Um, he says there's potential there, but the other person isn't quite on board. But that doesn't mean that they can't be. It's just they need to be baby stepped into it. You know, so that's that's what he's got to say about that. Kelly, 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 what's up, girl? Hmm. Eric, you got any guidance for Kelly? Oh boy. You're very welcome, Victoria. I hope that's helpful to you. Kelly, I have to warn you. He's doing this. Oh, um, he's he says he's oh he says I'm just kidding. He says he loves what you're doing. He loves where you're at right now. He feels you're bringing in a lot of good energy and you're giving out a lot of good energy. And he ultimately makes me feel like it's going to just kind of ramp up speed. You have a little bit more work to do, but she's got this. He says she's got this. This is going to be only as difficult as she lets it be, and it doesn't need to be that way at all. Um, he says, "Gosh darn it, really? Gosh darn it, what's happening right now?" You're welcome, Gal. Now he's getting kind of weird. He's like, "You humans make it so difficult all the time, and it's not. It's not difficult at all. Stop making it difficult. It's easy. Just accept that it's easy and do it." Talk about my soapbox. Let me get yours out. Good grief. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Uh, he's handing you some balloons, different colored balloons, in celebration of what is that in celebration of? The work that she's done up to this point. And he also said that you would understand the balloons. Yeah, I don't. Okay. All right. So he's ultimately happy with where you are and where you're going. And when things seem difficult, just remember they really aren't. And just embrace the fact that they aren't. That's an illusion. And you need to knock it out of the way and just handle it. Yeah, easier said from a spirit than it is to do in a human form. Okay. Yeah. He says, "These are the secrets of the universe. It's not difficult, people. You complicate everything." Okay, okay. Ay, 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 ay. All right. Well, I think I'm gonna get off of here, and yeah, I was supposed to make this for 8 o'clock tonight, my time, and for some reason, I felt drawn to come in at 1, and I made the event for 1, so don't know what that was about, but hopefully you guys are the reason, and I hope that I was helpful to you all, or that the messages were helpful to you all. 'Cause I really have nothing but a conduit and a channel. Well, thank you all for being here and letting me talk to you about prayers and spells and all that good stuff. And I hope to be doing some mini, I don't know if they're going to be lives exactly yet. Spirit is pulling me to a new direction with my lives. And so there might be little classes or little not lectures, but informational videos on probably both my channel and my Facebook. So I would say give it like 2 weeks for the details to come out to me, and I'll post something on the Facebook about it and see if uh, maybe I need to get a poll going. I don't know. I don't know. Just spirit is leading me somewhere, and I don't know where it's going yet. Because that divine timing. All right. Well, thank you all so much for coming, and have a great morning, night, day, whatever it is. And I'll see you again either on Friday or next week on Facebook.